Hey guys, it's me, Sam Lant, here at SnowGlobe 2013 with SugarBeats. Let me just get you guys to introduce yourselves really quick.
Yeah, I'm Luke Estes.
I'm Ananda Goldsmith.
Now, you just got off stage. How was the show?
I was really pleased. This was one of the funnest sets we played, I think.
It was definitely a good set. We tried to work in some new tunes and show off kind of where we're headed in the future. And it was short, but it was a great set. We had a blast.
What would you say the coolest part about SnowGlobe is?
I like the location. I mean, Tahoe's killer. We were hitting the casinos last night, making big money. I mean, having a good time and just being out like with the trees. There's nature. It just really feels like the Tahoe culture is embodied at SnowGlobe to me. You know, that kind of party attitude of like, let's just keep going. Like, let's have a great time.
Definitely.
I'm a fan of the turf, actually, a lot. We've done a few festivals where it's been real dusty or bumpy or whatever, and having that turf there just makes you want to get down for 2 hours, 3 hours longer just because your knees aren't breaking, you know what I mean? So that was real good, and we've played in Tahoe the last couple of years, but just the Raw Bar downtown on State Line, and we're really glad to get here. It's kind of one of our goals, and we're really excited that it happened.
What's one of your favorite parts about performing a show?
I like dancing. I mean, I like getting people to dance, but I like dancing myself, you know, and chopping up songs in different orders so that, you know, you're dropping a part of this verse and a part of that verse, and people may know like one of the songs that isn't an original, but you're playing it in a completely different way that somebody hasn't never heard before, so it's still a new experience.
What was the question again?
What's your favorite part about performing a show?
Oh, yeah, again, dancing, and it's really nice because we tend to, we're fairly prolific, but we'll hold on to songs before we release them. So when we have shows, we get to kind of play them out, like do a little quick self-master and get a feel for how the mix is sounding before we actually release it and how it works live and like maybe any tweaks we want to do or like, you know, is the energy really right? And we got to do that today, which was really exciting.
Nice. When will what was the song and when will it be available? That isn't released yet.
So that's a brand new song, Super Fine, that we literally just finished it up right before this for SnowGlobe. We really wanted to play it here. We actually only got to preview it. We played the first verse, and we will be tentatively releasing that. There's no date yet because not all the songs are finished. That's the first finished song on the EP, but it'll be a 4-track EP out with Adapted Records, most likely. We're talking with them right now out of Australia, and I'm thinking probably late spring, right before summer, hopefully.
Nice. And how did you meet the record labels?
Yeah, sure. We went to Burning Man a few years back, and it was our first time there together. I went the previous year, and we got in with some sound camps and started talking to people, and they were all really digging our stuff and actually connected us with some people out of the Bay Area that just had a little record label that was somewhat independent, and you know, it was really small at the moment, and we did a release with them, our first EP, Honey Jar, and that was great. They kind of been building their label quite big, you know, having good releases with bigger artists, Alicia and Thriftworks and Nico Luminous and Lafa Taylor, and that was our kind of foundation of where we started our record label excursion, you know. And then from there, we started talking to Kill Smith, who, you know, was down to do a remix for one of our albums, Cherry Bomb, on StreetRitualRecords.com, and through him, we ended up meeting a new agent who was good pals with Dov, who runs Muti Music out of San Francisco, California, and he really dug our stuff, and we played that full EP tonight, actually. It's called Fizz Pop. Sorry, I was blanking that one. I was blanking it. It's called Fizz Pop, and that was kind of our starting point of like a new record label and new, just expanding our crowd, just getting more fans through a bigger label and more exposure, and the PR is great with them. And through that, right after it was released, the next day we had Adapted Records out of Australia, like he was mentioning, hit us up being like, your new EP's fire, we'd love for you guys to do a release with us. So that's kind of where we're headed. And
we've had our eye on them for a while, and it's great that they came to us. I mean, so humbled by that.
So when you're performing, do you ever get stage fright?
You know what? The funny thing is, usually I do. I get really bad stage fright beforehand, this time, for some reason, even though this is one of the biggest stages we've played, I had no stage fright. I felt like I was just walking up playing tunes like in my room. Like it felt totally, I was so comfortable.
What is one of your favorite pieces of equipment you use while performing?
I started with an APC 40. I've used a launch pad on the side for sampling and drum samples and risers and whatnot. And he also is using an MPD, which is basically doing the same thing. So when we play together,
what's funny is it actually cut out today, and I've been having problems with it every time I play. So I'm actually changing to MIDI Fighter, if you've heard of that, from DJ Tech Tools out of San Francisco. They're making some great, homegrown controllers almost, like great arcade-style mash buttons and XY motion control. I mean, it's next level stuff for a DJ, and it's like really exciting to start implementing those tools into our live workflow.
Looking back on 2013, what would you say is one of your biggest accomplishments?
Ooh, well, we won Escape from Wonderland's contest for Halloween, and that was pretty cool. But before all that, actually, I'd say playing What the Festival, and actually getting billed on that lineup. It was our first real festival, and it really, like, when we got the offer, it was like, wow, we were like blown away. Like that moment for me was like, whoa, this is getting, like, I didn't expect this to happen, We're just making tunes, we're doing our thing, we're playing out, and to see, like, that people are listening, that's really cool.
And then looking forward to 2014, what are your goals for your music?
cleaner mixes, better sound design. I mean, we're always striving for a new sound. We're kind of like been experimental for quite a while now, trying to figure out what we want. We're inspired by artists such as Haywire and Opio, and we like that bounce, but we also like that jazzy soul feeling type of thing, real melodic, big chords. It's just kind of like a sexy vibe. And really, I mean, for 2014, we kind of want to continue that vibe more on kind of like a gangster sexy, lock it in, get that style to kind of brand it our own. And besides festivals, I mean, festivals and shows, like, just bigger and better every time is our goal, Just keep going with it, but not kind of get too big-headed and be like, oh, we don't want to do this one, We're still down to play smaller shows and whatnot all the time. It's like we play shows for our friends and stuff when we're in town, and then we come out and do stuff like this and Escape from Wonderland and, play with pretty big artists, And so it's like, it's kind of that borderline where you're like, oh, I'm like getting there and it's finally happening, but you still got to stay humble.
Slowly building still, but every step really feels like a big step. It's really interesting.
Since it's New Year's Eve, what is your New Year's resolution?
Mine personally, I'm actually moving back from San Francisco to Oregon, to my hometown, so I can focus on the music really more, because we're getting such a good response to the music that I feel like it's irresponsible of me I've been kind of leading this double life, so I'm just going to focus solely on the music and really produce, I'm hoping for 2014 to produce some of, like, our best tracks. I mean, definitely our best tracks to date, but maybe even throughout our whole career. Like, obviously we're going to keep innovating and creating. That's so much what it's about. But we're also going to solidify, like he was saying, a more specific sound and not jump around so much to crazy different places and sound,
Definitely.
Me, I personally just got a new studio. I'm really stoked on it. I was like, had my room and my studio all in one, and I was finally like, screw it. I'm going to drop a few grand and just make it nice, and it's really been a lot easier to work in that space because I'm not distracted by everything. It's like literally studio, internet, turn my phone off, make music for 8 hours straight, and having that just like is inspiring me as a New Year's resolution to kind of just move away from, having this mixed life of, oh, I could do this, while I'm making music, or just like take a break. It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to my studio, and I'm going to work for as long as I want.
And then,
And I mean, like Ill Gates says, you can make music all day. You can't make music all night. So it's like I want to be more motivated to get up in the morning and go make music all day instead of get up, be lazy, sleep in, get to my studio, then make music all night, and then you're all tired the next day. It's like it's nice to have a fresh brain and kind of get things going in the morning, like as if it was a job that actually had some discipline.
So I have some quick questions. We'll just start on either side and answer them as fast as we can. Would you rather be stung by a jellyfish or a stingray?
Stingray. Sounds more badass.
Would you rather drink a bottle of hot sauce or lemon juice?
Lemon juice. I make fresh lemon juice, fresh garlic, and fresh ginger almost every morning and take shots.
Would you rather fight off a pack of lions with a banana or a roll of toilet paper?
Oh, a banana, definitely. I'm seeing it all play out right now. I know. I already got him.
Plankton or Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs, Krabby Patty for sure.
Google or Bing?
Google.
Jonas Brothers or Justin Bieber?
Neither.
Yes.
Pillow Pet or Snuggie?
Sorry, what?
Pillow Pet or Snuggie?
Snuggie. Yeah, I've rocked a Snuggie.
Flintstones or Jetsons?
Flintstones.
Really? I'm Jetsons. I'm taking Jetsons on that one.
Where's the weirdest place you've woken up?
Oh my God. Oh no. If you're asking that question, I'm gonna have to think about it. I think the weirdest place I woke up was in a hotel lobby in Oaxaca, Mexico.
What is the first thing you do in the morning?
Juice some lemon, juice some ginger, juice some garlic, and drink it. Get wellness shot.
How would you fight off a pack of lions with bananas?
I was thinking first I'd half peel it, and I'd kind of like, I'd bait it with it, you know? I would kind of pull a bait and switch, and then like give him a rear kick or something like that. I mean, it wouldn't be the easiest thing. I'd probably figure it out as I went, honestly.
I have a magical hat here. Has a bunch of random questions. Let's have a...
Check it out. All right. You have just been hired as a marketing director for a kid's cereal. What gimmick do you put into the box to increase sales? Okay. Well, these days, you know, you put a little DJ Hero video game. You know, you pop it in. Yeah, put a CD. It's like a mini game, and you put it in your computer, and kids can play this little game. That's actually a good idea, dude. I'm gonna sell that to the cereal company. If they're not doing that, that would be easy.
What two words do you tend to always misspell, and can you spell them now? It's actually two artists, Opio and Kill Smith. And Opio, I used to spell it wrong all the time, and I usually spell it right like 90% of the time. It's O-P-U-I-O. And Kill Smith is...
That's hard too.
It is. It's like an opposite.
K-L-L. There's no vowels in it. It's like lowercase k, but two capital L's. So kill, and then space, and then like lowercase s, capital
M-T-H.
Yeah.
It's Kill Smith with no vowels. First letters are small and the rest are big. It's real crazy. You want to listen to that guy.
Well, before we go, I want to have each of you throw out the social medias, new releases, anything. Say hi to Grandma.
Word. Okay. So, I mean, you can follow us at Facebook, SugarBeats Music, SugarBeatsMusic.com. We have a Twitter as well. We got a SoundCloud. Feel free to follow us on all those mediums. We're, going to keep you updated. We're constantly moving, so constant new releases.
For now, go enjoy the rest of the festival, see all the artists, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A lot. Nice to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you.